Well, aren't we happy? Silver had a blockbuster day. Now we're wondering what caused it. What's the reason behind this big move in silver? And is this the start, or is this the big silver squeeze everybody's talking about? I've got all the answers for you in this video. Let's talk about it right now. We've got a ton to talk about, but first, let's recap the good news. Silver was up almost 10% for the day, starting around $19 per ounce, ending the day all the way up at $21 per ounce, the largest single-day move since the silver squeeze in February of 2021. Next, we're going to talk about what caused this big move. And then at the end of the video, I've got some good news for you about the silver squeeze. Heck, I've even got some other good news. But before we do that, thank you for joining me in Ron's Basement. You are always welcome here. You actually are the most important part of Ron's Basement. If you do enjoy my content, you can subscribe right here. Please give the video a thumbs up. Share it with anyone you like. Turn on the bell notifications. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We have some great dialogue there, an opportunity for us to learn about you and learn from you. The ever insightful mainstream media said that silver was up because it had been way oversold. That's interesting. They also attributed the rise in silver to the 10-year bond rate going down, interest rates going down, and the dollar going down. But guys, bond rates didn't drop that much. They're down at 3.65%, and the dollar barely went down by 0.5%. Now, we know also there was no big major black swan. A lot of us thought when this explosion happened in the morning in the price of silver that there must have been something major that happened in the world, but no major news stories either. If we dive a little deeper, there was some ISM, the Institute of Supply Chain Management. They put out some data that was a lot worse than was expected. Some people think that shows the economy is starting to slow significantly. Gee, I wonder if that could be the case. Nonetheless, if that is the case, that may signal that the Fed will pivot to more dovish monetary policy, or maybe just not so darn super uber hawkish like they've been for the last 6 months. And that would be good for the price of silver and gold because the dollar would continue to drop, interest rates would continue to fall, and those are good supportive tailwinds for the price of precious metals. But we've been observing for the last few weeks that silver's been acting a little perky, a little strong, if you will. It bottomed around 1750, 3-4 weeks ago, and it's just been really steady and strong since then. Last week, it had a decent little week in the face of weakness in the general markets. We were hoping that that would signal a return to silver and gold, both acting like contrary hedges against a falling market. But it's easy for us to forget a very key factor when it comes to silver and gold for that matter. They are forward-looking. They look way out. I'm looking at you, way out in the future. Maybe silver's looking out into the future, looking at the many constraints on future supply of silver and the many strong factors which will lead to robust demand for silver. Maybe it's looking out and seeing all the solar panels that are going to need to be put up to deal with the energy crisis. Maybe it's looking out and seeing all the electronics and electric devices, the electric cars that are going to need all this silver. Silver looks out into the future, and at least a part of this robust day that we had in silver can be attributed to that factor. But was this the big squeeze that everybody's been waiting for, everybody's talking about for silver? Sorry, Charlie, I say no. But that's actually a good thing. thing, because think about it. We are still setting up for that squeeze, and when it does happen in an environment that's already strong for silver, the returns could be extraordinary. We maybe just started the squeeze today, like a little bit of the squeeze, but the big squeeze is still yet to come. And we are setting up for that big squeeze because everybody I hear talking, whether it's a bullion wholesaler, retailer, or a big national sovereign mint, is talking about delays, shortages, and sold out conditions when it comes to silver. And guess what else? Nobody's selling their silver back. Nobody's cashing in. And that better include you. Don't you sell any of your silver back. Hold on to it for dear life. Because even though the squeeze has not officially started, the silver market is still very, very sensitive, very tight. So the slightest shortage, the slightest move could tip things into the squeeze condition at any time. And don't you forget, we are a tiny part of the market. We are a sliver of a sliver. Those of us who have the foresight to invest in the precious metals and the precious metal mining stocks. When the herd wakes up and they, just a part of them, decide to join us at our party, guess what? There will be nothing left and the market will be overwhelmed. It'll be good days for the price of silver, for the price of gold, for the precious metal mining stocks. We will have a big party here in Ron's basement. I'm going to look forward to those days with you. Now, bear in mind, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not giving financial advice, just my opinions. Do your own due diligence, but make sure you take good care of yourself. And until next time, you be well.